So I'm going to teach you competency number 8, which is handpiece assembly and burr assembly. So you will be required to make sure you can assemble the motors, assemble the handpieces, assemble the burrs, run them successfully, and then of course disassemble everything in the opposite order at the end. 2 things we will need for this. We'll have this tray set up here. So on the tray setup, you have a couple different things. You have your high-speed motor, you have your slow-speed motor, you have your high-speed handpiece, your slow-speed handpiece, your straight handpiece attachment, or you could even say your laboratory handpiece, and then you also have your prophy handpiece. There's a number of burrs here. The burrs are either latch type, friction grip, or the laboratory burr, which is significantly bigger in comparison to the others. You also have a prophy cup and gauze if you end up needing it. We will also need our lineup of our hoses here on our delivery system. So we always work from left side to right side. Left will be the high-speed motor. Next is the slow-speed motor. And then the last is always reserved for the prophy handpiece. You will also need your rheostat too, so have that available to you. There's a little toggle switch on it that has a blue dot. The blue dot on the toggle switch indicates that there's water on. When you're doing this competency, you want to make sure the water is turned off so that you're not spraying water out. So I'm just going to toggle it off with my foot, and then we'll come back here. So at the end of this competency, you're also required to tell me the functions of all the instruments. So this is where we would want to practice our flashcards to make sure you know not only the name, but the functions of all the instruments on this tray setup. So this is how I always start. I pick up my first line, and this is my high-speed line. You can tell there's little couplings that you're gonna go ahead and make sure you can fit up correctly. So you press those down, make sure it's flush with each other. You're gonna move this so that it's tight, and we want it to be perfectly seated. And that is not seating, so. Okay. You're gonna twist it until it goes all the way to the top and it stops, and that's your motor there. So I always put all my motors on first, so that's my high-speed motor. Next is my slow-speed motor. Same thing, you're gonna line it up. After you line it up, sits flush, tighten it down until it stops. All the way. If you don't tighten the motors down all the way, air will escape when you place the handpiece on. And then your last one is for your prophy handpiece, which the motor is attached to this one, so there's no separate motor from the handpiece. So same thing, you're gonna line it up, attach it, and then screw it into position till it stops. Okay, after you get your handpiece motors on, then you're ready to actually load your actual handpieces. So the first one is your high speed, okay? After you pop your high speed on, you can go ahead and load your burr. Now with the high-speed handpiece, you're gonna use a friction grip burr, meaning it's gonna stay in position with friction, so it's kind of rounded on the edge. You gotta press with your thumb or the tip of your thumb on the back of the handpiece, and then you press the burr in until it stops and drops down. You always wanna take your thumb away at the end, check to make sure your burr is secure. I'm gonna set that one down. Next, you're gonna put your slow-speed handpiece on. So this one just pops down into position as well, pretty easy. This one has a different locking system, so you have a latch type burr. It's kind of like a key and lock situation. Same thing, press on the back of your handpiece. There's a little button. Press your burr in place, and then it kind of snaps down, and then just check it when you're done. And then your last one is the prophy handpiece. And this one will accept a polishing cup or a brush. There's a little slot. You just fit that little cup right over the top of the slot until it stops. So then we're ready to run the handpieces. So as you're running the handpiece, a couple things to keep in mind. One, make sure you are pointing the handpiece, especially the burr part, away from you and not pointing it at somebody, and take your opposite hand away. So we're gonna start with the high speed. You're gonna take your foot, you're gonna run the rheostat, and make sure that the actual burr runs. It'll sound just like that. No air is escaping, so that's perfect. The next one is the slow speed. Same thing, hold it, point it away from you, take your other hand away, run it, good. And then your last one is your prophy. So same thing, the more pressure you put on the rheostat, the faster it goes, the less pressure, the less fast it goes. Run it, and then you're good. Now, there is one other thing we have to do, and I do want to point this out as well. On your slow speed motor, there's an R and an F. So we can turn this and toggle the switch basically to run in reverse if you want it to run in reverse, or you can toggle it to run it forward. If it's anywhere in between that, it's not gonna run at all. So make sure you have that set. So I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble this one first because we have the lab handpiece to do next. So I'm push down, take the burr out, take the handpiece off. Then you're gonna put your laboratory or your straight handpiece on, same thing, snaps down in position. I'm checking to make sure it's set on forward. This one's a little bit different because there's a locking mechanism right here. So you have to go all the way one direction or the other to lock and unlock. Right now it's locked, so I'm gonna go all the way over, drop my burr in, which this is the big long straight shank burr, and then twist it, check it, and then your last step is to run it and make sure it's all good. Okay, we're ready to disassemble, so we're gonna go take everything off in the opposite order than we started. So same thing, you can literally take your working end off, take your handpiece off. I'm just starting with the prophy. Go to your laboratory, same thing, unlock it right in the center, take the burr off, take the handpiece off, and then unscrew the motor part. And then your last one, which is your high speed, go ahead and press down on the back, pull your little burr out of there. Go ahead and, there's a little area right here where you got to pull down in order to get the high speed to come off. So you pull that down, pop that off, unscrew your high speed motor from your line, and then that is the end of the competency. At the very end, the last thing that you'll do is you'll tell me the names and the functions of all the hand pieces.